Hello, my lines are here.
All right.
The track
Nice.
is working, you stupid cunt.
Yes.
Sorry.
We're finally fucking recording.
Yeah,
We're
my
here.
mic had issues and I'm fucking pissed. Mike, when we get done, I'm going to come on you.
Yeah.
Just to make you remember.
It's gonna
your voice.
so you know
What?
your
Who said
fucking
that?
plays
Yeah.
right on your
My mic's-
back.
Whoa, okay. My mic's going to moan. It's going to go,
Yeah.
Guys, by the way, this is all normal. My mic is a degradation kink, so
Yeah.
let's not shame anything, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, we're so weird.
Yeah. That's okay. Yeah. All right.
We should have said something normal, but we didn't.
No.
Watch, yeah, it's what happens, dude. That's the buffoon zone.
Yeah, once you enter the buffoon zone, you become a fucking twisted freak. So
Yeah, you become a twisted little pervert, dude. This isn't your mom's cartoon podcast.
Yeah.
We talk about cum over here. Like,
but all right. All right, get ready to play some quartz parchment shears on this week's episode of Cartoon Buffoons. I'm Wyatt, and who is here with me today, as always?
hello, I'm Morgan, and I'm an intern at Smiling Friends.
Nice. The new season just started at the time of us recording. Connor O'Malley's in it. Good time.
It's all right.
We're here to talk about the Cartoonstitute, which is both kind of a show, as in, like, it's a series of things, but it's also kind of pilots, so this is kind of a pilot pile-up. Except for instead of doing, like, 6, we did, like, 13 pilots. So that's...
Yeah,
there's a lot here. So, and this is a thing that a lot of people know, but I don't think a lot of people have seen most of these pilots, because I really don't. There's only a few of them that I've seen people like talk about, obviously, and then there's of course Regular Show and Uncle Grandpa.
yeah. There's
Were two big ones that were part of it. So like those are the only two that like went on to actually become shows.
do anything.
But yeah, so do you have any like prior knowledge
Absolutely
of
not.
this, or like, you know, like do you have any like in your prior days of being a cartoon nerd, like were you aware of this at some point?
I was, and I thought most of them were bad back in the day.
Okay.
But I did have a pet one that we're going to talk about.
Okay.
But I was like big into Three Dog Band. I wish that was a full show. I was obsessed with Three Dog Band.
Yeah.
But like that's it, because I remember like, what's this? A little show of cartoon pilots. I watched a little bit like, this is not good. Mostly.
Yeah.
And it gave us 2 shows that are not good. So, you know, and a regular show.
Yeah. So I don't think I've seen this until like a few years, maybe like after Regular Show came out. So like not, I don't know, like sometime after 2010, you know. And this, watching it, I was expecting, for some reason, my poor soul was like, oh, well, these must be like the cream of the crop pilots. Like a lot of the pilots that we watched are like kind of mid or bad. But these are going to be better, right? Because like Regular Show was part of this, you know, Three Dog Band. I remember loving that, etc. No, it's the same quality of pilots for the most part. There's some that are like solid. There's some that are really bad. So we're going to talk about all of them, though.
Not to give credit to like TV show executives, because I hate them and they should die, right? Sometimes we do this and I go, those motherfuckers are literally pushing the boulder up the hill to watch all of these and decide which ones are real. Like, it's truly brutal. Like, no offense to people that make pilots, but a lot of these pilots are just not good. And if the ones that are okay can't be full shows. And there's always some dickhead in the comics on YouTube like this. Why wasn't this picked up? Because it was bad. Gary.
I thought that was funny.
Bad,
like
Gary.
Literally, like I just looked at the comments and I was like, literally every one of these comment sections have some guy being like, "This is amazing. Why wasn't this a full show?"
Dude, you can make a pilot called "Dick Eats Balls," and it's a fucking cartoon dick eating balls. Someone to come like this. See, this is what real animation's about.
Yeah.
Why wasn't this picked up? Like, fuck you, dude. Like, literally, fuck you. I hate you.
So the wiki page has them all in like alphabetical order, which is just the way that that's just how I watched it, because I think the playlist on YouTube was like more or less ordered in
like the way it happened.
Yeah, and then I had to go on my way to find the couple of shorts that just weren't on there, which was like Joey to the World and Stock Boys of the Apocalypse, and then of course Regular Show and Uncle Grandpa. Regular Show was a pain in the ass because it was only available on Hulu, like Regular Show. It's not on HBO Max anymore. So
I do remember that pilot, so I didn't like really need to watch it.
Right?
I remember it vividly, but yeah.
And the version of it that aired during season 2, like as an episode, has some new footage, but it's very like it's similar to like how Clarence also did that, where they just like had a framing device and then they added like a song in the middle of it, which is great. Oh man, I can't wait to get to Clarence.
Me neither.
But let's start with Three Dog Band, so we peak immediately. Guys. When I tell you we are at the top of the roller coaster and we will be going down into Hades afterwards. This one is so. Oh, fun fact, Wyatt, you might like this. I was playing Deadlock with Brandon and Allie and some other friends of ours. Mm-hmm. And I had this on because I was like, oh yeah, like, I gotta watch these ones. And I had these on. And when I tell you that like most of them were bad and no one liked them, but they like Three Dog Band, I'm like, it's a W for me. Yeah.
Three Dog Band is about a trio of dogs, that's in a band together. One of them is an Afghan hound, one of them is a beagle, and the other one is a Dachshund?
Yeah, Dachshund.
A Dachshund, yeah. And they're in a band, and they go to a nightclub to work a gig. That's pretty much the setup.
Yeah, and it looks gorgeous. It has that like...
It looks so good.
Kind of like early to mid Cartoon Network look to it. Paul Rudish, he's a cool dude. Worked on a bunch of those old Cartoon Network shows. Worked on,
the Mickey Mouse shorts, Symbiotic Titan, stuff like that. Yeah. Stuff that you like.
Yeah.
And his sense of humor is definitely in this.
Yeah.
I can't get over the voice work in this. Though. In a good way. Literally hearing Jeff Bennett Zoo, the most German dog accent, is so funny to me, and I don't know why. Also, these three dogs are in a band together. None of their music tastes overlap.
Yeah.
One's like synth pop theme, the other one's like a hip hop guy, and the other one's like a funk musician. What do you sound like?
Yeah. I like, and like you talked about the voice actors, it's all the like three just classic Cartoon Network guys: Jeff Bennett, D. Bradley Baker, Phil Lamar. Yeah.
This is like a cartoon-ass cartoon for better. Like,
so that's why it's like, this is shocking. The only reason I think that this wasn't picked up is because it is a little bit, past its prime, in the sense that like cartoons were changing. Like they were kind of moving beyond this. It makes sense that like Regular Show was like the big thing that they picked from this. And then a few years after that, they decided to go back and revisit Uncle Grandpa.
For some reason.
Yeah. For whatever reason. Because at first they were like, fuck Uncle Grandpa, those monsters are pretty cool, so like you should make a show about them. And then they made Secret Mountain Fort awesome.
Which is also not good.
No.
What the fuck was happening? Like whenever people go like, oh, Uncle Grandpa's really bad, it's not even like interesting bad. It's just a drop in the bucket of bad shows that were getting picked up for some reason. I don't know. I don't want to be. I hate being negative.
Yeah. We'll get to when we get to the episode. We get to talk about it.
But this one's really good. The song in it is really good too.
Yeah. Character designs are super cute. I love all the the main characters are all great looking. All the background incidental characters are very cool. They had the big hippo lady with her ass, you know.
Yeah, that the fucking the funk one was like, I gotta fuck on that.
Yeah,
Y'all wait over here. I'm about to go slide up on these hippo honeys, and I'm like, you know what? Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do think D. Bradley Baker is doing a racially insensitive voice, but it goes so crazy I had to let it happen.
Yeah.
This black coated beagle is crazy.
Right.
It's just like, hey yo, what's up guys? What's going on, homie? And I'm like, you know what? You get a pass on this one, white boy. I'll let you get a pass on this one because this thing goes hard as fuck.
And he wants cum cakes or something. It's like cum kinks or something like that.
I want cum kinks.
Yeah.
My friend Allie was obsessed with that line delivery in the episode. I want cum kinks.
Next up is Baloo Baloo's Fun Park, which is Aaron Springer.
Oh man, this one is fucking weird.
And I love Aaron Springer. Don't get me wrong.
I do too.
Because
I also
this ain't it. I'm a whatever. I've never seen Billy Dilly, but whatever. It looks great. But this is just it's one of those things where you immediately watch it and you're like, yep, I know why this wasn't made into a show because it's not a fucking show. Like,
it's not a show. It's just viscerally upsetting.
Yeah.
Not as upsetting as other ones that we will watch later. But Baloo Baloo, it's about two kids that work at a fun park for a creature named Baloo Baloo. Now I want you guys all to close your eyes. Imagine a cartoon series with a guy with very detailed hands, right? Now he's chubby and he has a white skin-tight suit on, and he has udders circling his stomach and back. And his head is a cheeseburger. That's Baloo Baloo.
Yeah.
If you go, that sounds viscerally upsetting, you're right.
Yeah.
It's really upsetting.
And if you're like, that's fucking hilarious, bro, then like, hey, maybe this is the pilot for you.
It's fun. It's funny for 4 minutes of the 7.
Yeah, it's
if
like
being generous.
It would be funny if it was like a character that appeared like in a episode, and you're like, haha, this is funny that they made such a stupid character, like something like an Aqua Teen villain, you know, like something like that, like where it shows up and you're like, this is so stupid that you could just tell that the people making it were just sort of riffing and being like, what if it was this, and then they just like went for it. But yeah, that's basically like, I don't know, the pilot is just like, all right, they got to save the amusement park by impressing a guy, and they go around on a bunch of adventures, you know, to like other dimensions or whatever. Oh,
it's funny enough. It's just like there was nothing here. There was nothing like to sink your teeth into.
Yeah, like that's the word. It's not bad. It's just mid. Like I said, you know. So at this point, I was like still feeling a little bit of hope that it's like, okay, this wasn't great, but it's, you know, maybe we can pick up the slack. Next one, Danger Planet.
This was pretty good.
This one I would say I enjoyed this. Derek Dryman also made Diggs Tailwagger. Which is
this guy,
one of our favorite pilots that we did. So
yeah, he loves the sci-fi, and I gotta respect it because I feel like it's like not done enough. Like it's always properties that get sci-fi worlds, but like he wants to make a sci-fi cartoon so bad, and one day we will allow him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
this show is about a arcade machine that has a game Danger Planet on it, and it gets like discontinued, so it goes to destroy it. So it and the forklift decide to leave and go to a planet and then get like saved by humans to hang out with humans for the first time. They try to call, no one picks up, and then they get a human baby that they have to rescue. Yeah. So it's about a forklift and an arcade machine basically being pseudo parents to a child.
Yeah.
It's weird. It sounds really weird to say, but it works really well in the pilot.
Yeah, it's kind of like Ice Age.
It's a lot like Ice Age, yeah.
Where they're like, I don't know what the hell this thing is, but we got to take care of it. Yeah, so there's like a little bit of a like that element of mystery of like, why is this baby like on this cargo hold, etc. And yeah, there's like they're trying to like establish some kind of like world or continuity or whatever into it. You know, they fight off like a monster that's like this shape-shifting
alien,
thing, and I don't know. There's some things about it that feel like this is one of the ones I could see becoming a show pretty easily. Maybe not like a long-running beloved show, but
no, but like a good 20 episode season.
Yeah, something like that. Like in a different time, if this were to have been created, it would have been like a Time Squad or a Robot Jones or something.
I will say this show has Dan Snyder as the titular Danger Planet, the arcade machine. And I love Dana Snyder as, like, Shake and other stuff, right? Mm-hmm. There is something about him when he's in a kid's cartoon. Yeah. There's an energy he brings when he's in, like, a cartoon made for kids that I think is just unmatched. Yeah. Like, we saw it with Gazpacho, and he also here. He's just so much more lively than he is as Shake. Like, Shake is, like, a little whiny. But he just, like, oh, hello, how are you? Like, almost SpongeBob-esque, actually. And, like, the energy he brings to characters. And I love it so much.
Yeah, he is shockingly good in kid shows, like, when he does show up, to be like the characters. I mean, like recently he was Scratch in The Ghost of Molly McGee, like, so he has done like headlining roles before as well. One of my favorites, well, this isn't a kid show, but Venture Bros as the Alchemist. So
I do love him as the Alchemist is so funny. Like, I swear to God, this never happens.
Yeah.
When he can't shoot the dick laser, it's really good.
After this is Joey to the World, which is one of the other few ones that I remember people talking about.
I didn't see this one at first, and Wyatt sent it to me I'm gonna find a time, at 4:00 in the afternoon yesterday.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I watched it, and I've never wanted to kill you more in my entire life. I've never wanted to fucking do harm upon my friend of 10 years more in my entire life. So, this shit was fucking dick out of an ass, bro.
Yeah, this, to me, I think people go like gaga over this because it's a Cartoon Network thing, but they're swearing in it, And so, like, that's about... Like, that's why people are like, whoa, this is amazing. I can't believe fucking Mr. Lawrence is talking about condoms.
Dude, he's eating balls. He's fucking dude shit. Like, who gives a fuck?
To me, like, this, like, I don't know. There's just something about this that it wouldn't even fly if it was on Adult Swim. Not in the sense of, like, oh, it's too edgy or whatever. It's just, like, it's
not
too...
funny.
Yeah, it's just too... like unrefined. I understand. Oh, sorry, I hit my microphone. I understand Adult Swim has a lot of like unrefined things, but like this feels like something that would air between commercials on like fucking Spike TV or something, not something that would.
This is a men's show skit. This is a men's show skit.
Yeah,
it's like, we fucking. Hey guys, we hate our wives, we hate bitches. Anyway, here's Joey to the World. Mm-hmm. Like, it's okay. Joey to the World is about a kangaroo who never grew up, who leaves his mom's fucking pouch at 35 years old to go fuck whores. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that like to be derogatory. He literally says that in the pilot. So it's not funny. It's just not funny. Yeah, it's not good.
It kind of reminds me of like late, like the Ren and Stimpy adult party cartoon. Like that late, like John K. Like, I don't even care anymore. Here's just a bunch of this terrible garbage I'm making. Also, that was when he was at his worst sex offender, style. But we won't get into that. So it's unfortunate, but like
this feels like the show that Dane Cook would watch and laugh his ass off at.
Yeah.
Like
I
known
like Mr.
sex
Lawrence.
pervert and bad comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Mr. Lawrence, obviously. So I remembered this, and I was like, I remember it being kind of funny, and then I watched it again as an adult and was like, no,
this is not funny at all.
I think, and then it made me remember, like, I think even as a kid, I was like, this is kind of weird. Like, this is like, it feels like it has the aura of trying to be funny, like an aura of it should be funny, but it's just not. Like, I just didn't find it funny. And that's like,
I want to say, me and Wyatt are like, we say dick, ball, cum, pussy. Mm-hmm. And laugh
very
all
crude,
the time.
Crude humor, on the
show.
Yeah,
we are stupid bastards. And this still didn't hit, even a little bit.
Yeah. But What are you gonna do?
Speaking of bad, let's go to the next one.
Lador.
This sucked shit, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this was so bad. So if you're like, oh man, what if Doraemon was like, white and French? Oh, you've never thought that? Me fucking neither.
Apparently Odo from Deep Space Nine is the voice actor for him. That's weird.
What a waste.
Yeah. Yeah, this is weird. I saw it. I didn't really make the Doraemon connection, and somebody in the comments said this is like that, and then I went on Wiki, and then it says it's a parody of this. So I'm like, so I guess there's no, I don't know who Matt Danner is, the creator of it. So I don't know if he's he did work on some amazing things like The Ripping Friends and Coconut Fred's Fruit Salad Island. And
a very racially sensitive show, Shaolin Showdown. So let's cook.
Right.
No, he's probably fine. I'm not going to make a joke about that. But because this one isn't offensive, it's just not funny.
Yeah. My only defense as far as Shaolin Showdown goes, compared to a Chop Sucky Chooks, is that a Chinese woman did create it.
Bar in the dirt. Bars in the
just
dirt.
saying that it's not just a bunch of white British guys like Chop Sucky Chooks, where they're like, yeah, we can do this, and then they just did a horrible thing.
And Omi is not even close to the only Asian character in it. He's just that for some reason. But yeah, Lador is about a superhero adventurer named Lador who takes his apprentice and sidekick Frank around the world with his teleporting door body.
Frank has one joke, which is that he gets angry that he's not called Frank.
Because
as in and when I say that's his one joke, I mean literally that's the only thing he says.
They literally say it a billion times, and it's not. Lador goes, hello, Francois. He says, my name's Frank. And I'm like, well, that was funny. I hope we don't do it 46 times.
Yeah, I hope this character can, speak normal sentences, and, but no, that just never happens. But, yeah, he has, his sidekick has turned evil, and then he has, a rival battle with him. I don't know.
It's a window. Yeah. Window's his sidekick, Mm-hmm. Is that a Zawardo joke? Because he does go through time. Who gives a fuck? I don't care. This sucked. It wasn't funny. It wasn't entertaining.
Yeah.
I was so bored watching it. I was fucking bored out of my mind. And it was 7 minutes long. I felt like a toddler from how bored I got.
Because you have blowhard blue guy and little blonde cute kid. It's just like Flapjack, but it's way worse. It just shows you Flapjack, that had the sauce. This is not. So it makes sense that this wasn't.
I was also watching this with former guest of the show, Indy. We my friends and stuff, and we were playing games, and they were like, "Oh, is this the Tick reference?" And I think when you make something that's a parody of something, and no one can decide which you're parodying, it's a failure. It's a fucking failure.
Next up, maybe the most heartbreaking of all is Maruined, which is Gennady Tartakovsky. Not good.
Not good.
Yeah.
Not good. I can't get over this.
Yeah.
The fact that this was a full show where they showed all these pilots, and so many of them are bad is crazy.
But also makes sense because of course these are the ones that just weren't picked up because they're this sucks. It's funny that it's weird. Gennady Tartakovsky is such an interesting creator because everybody thinks of him as oh yeah, he's they just ignore Dexter's Lab and then they just zero in on Samurai Jack and Symbionic Titan and Primal and all these action heavy kind of more serious serialized shows.
He does love a gross cartoon.
Yeah, he's comedy. Dexter's Lab, that was just as much him. He just made, Fixed, that just came out. This dude just loves his screwball comedy just as much as, he's not somebody who feels like he should be limited to one sector of animation, which I really appreciate, but this is just not even kind of funny. So
no, Gennady is such an interesting guy because when he does do comedy, you flip a coin.
Yeah.
It's either going to be not even a smidgen funny,
right?
Or it's going to be pretty it's going to be passable.
Yeah.
Like, there is no in between. Like, I'm either going to be like clawing my fucking eyes out that it's over, like that can end, but no, it's so weird.
Yeah, and you can
also
obviously
he has a
say
sex thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go first. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say you can chalk up like all the hits in like a Dexter's Lab to the other people that are working on the show, like alongside him. Obviously, like it takes a lot of people to create, a show. Whereas like a pilot is more like, oh, it's a single creative vision. Obviously, they have help from a team, but the person who's the director of the pilot, they're like the most important person in charge of that because they are creating that vision. Whereas like, oh, Dexter's Lab that had like Craig McCracken and like Rob Renzetti and fucking Seth MacFarlane or whatever, like working on it. So like that made it funny. This this is two really annoying teens, brother and sister, get marooned on an island, and one is like it's very stereotypical whiny teenage girl, Gray DeLisle, doing a very annoying voice. The other one is a white kid who loves hip hop.
Oh god.
That's like excruciatingly bad to deal with. And then like a big cartoon animal thing shows up, and then they like are on the island, and then like giant monsters attack them, and the animal helps, and then they're like
save her.
Yeah. So it's like, dude, I don't know.
It's nothing. It's so nothing. It's so nothing. I guess a little fun thing. This was a plan to air on Cartoon Network Latin America. Okay. It didn't.
Due to technical problems, the shirt was later posted on YouTube. All right, there you go.
This is so nothing. I can't. Literally, sometimes your goat's not always washed, but your goat does have bad days. I think is what you can say.
Yeah, because it looked pretty good, like visually, animation wise, especially compared to Lidor, which was like very cheap flash animation.
Yeah.
Like this, like, oh, it looks gorgeous. You can tell that he's like a pro animator. But it's just like it's just like lacked heart. It lacked like a really solid premise. I think like you can do a thing where you have like two really annoying characters if there's like a little, either if you lean completely into the screwball comedy of it, which I don't think that this does like enough. No. It's like still a little bit mellow. It still feels like these are like side characters in an episode of Samurai Jack or something, like, or Symbionic Titan, like, but you need like that, like they need some interiority, they need some level of like, you want to see, like, you hate them now, but you can see the light inside and you want to like them, for a show like this to work. But that, unfortunately, it just kind of fell flat. So, after that is Medellin Meadows, which is by Chris Riccardi. This is the one where it's like an alien comes down. There's a bunch of cavemen. And the alien is voiced by Paul Rugg, who is Freakazoid.
Doing a very Paul Rugg voice. Literally one of the greatest voices ever.
Yeah.
I love to hear him go.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also Kevin Michael Richardson being like, a bunch of little cave people, which is also funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the whole thing is just like, cave people are dumb and believe in superstitious things, and he's, the smart alien that's there to civilize them. Maybe a little problematic, but,
No, he's doing a Charlie Kirk on college campus kind of deal. So you got to deal with him.
And then, but then it turns out that, of course, the joke is that, like, all of their beliefs were true. There is some, like, evil protector monster, or whatever that's, like, terrorizing them that they need to sacrifice people for.
And they were right the entire time, and the alien didn't know what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Which, again, a very much Charlie Kirk going to college campus kind of vibe.
Yeah. It's so... Maybe not funny is the right word. It's so appropriate that he was being racist in his last moments on Earth. Like that was...
Wyatt, we're getting close. to the line, baby. Niggas are being canceled on the internet. Let's take a step back from the line.
Yeah, right.
I know you feel it. You feel the joke. I feel the joke too, Wyatt. But we must hold hands as we back away from the easily made joke.
Yeah.
Let's.
So yeah. Not like, I don't know. It's just fine.
It's fine.
Not really.
It's fine, yeah.
It wasn't annoying or bad or whatever. Like, it wasn't super funny. I mean, some of the expressions and everything on the alien were fun. I guess the humor of this does come from, like, here's this pompous alien who thinks that it's helping out, and then, you know, the cavemen are just like, whatever. They're stupid or they don't care. So he doesn't end up actually, like, changing or developing them or whatever, which is, like, funny, but it's also like, yeah, maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is alright. This is like
Yeah.
a go. I before we continue, I want to say I think the number one social capital that you gain from all these pilots is niggas doing weird crossovers on DeviantArt.
Yeah,
I think
sure.
that's like the number one thing these pilots do. Because I feel like whenever I look up any of these pilots, the first thing I see is like, hey, who would win in a fight? You know, the cast of Metal and Meadows or Danny Phantom.
Right.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I remember
Who gives a shit?
that was like one of our first episodes on Secret Squirrel, where we're like, this show is so niche and like barely anybody knows it, but all the people on DeviantArt are like, oh man, this one female character, you know.
I need her feet, her thick feet.
Here's all these images of her drowning. So,
is this her buying bread while tied up? What's happening? Like it's, and the thing is, not to discourage the perverts. Shout out the perverts, baby. I'm one of you. But like, it's just so interesting that like, there's always going to be someone who's like, I just saw this pilot. This is going to be my sexual thing for the next 30 years.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, what's going on?
That's a true hyperfixation, baby. You know, like, I always feel like I'm a weakling where, oh, my hyperfixations are like whole series, you know, like Metroid or Dragon Ball. But like, there's some people that are just like, they get hyperfixated on like one thing, like one episode of a thing, or like one element from something. And then it's like, this is my thing. I'm only doing art of characters where somebody runs past them and they spin around really fast.
I'm only drawing art of, you know, Sandy Cheeks drinking a LaCroix.
Yeah.
I'm going to draw 90 pictures of Sandy Cheeks drinking a LaCroix. And that's my whole personality now.
All right.
Next up, we have some heat. We
got regular show, which is, I mean, it's the best one because it ended up becoming a show. And it is like a really funny pilot.
It's so funny. I think about like, oh, we call it quartz parchment shears.
Yeah,
it's I'm addicted to that.
Yeah,
that's so much. That's what a great joke to capitalize what Pops brings to the show as going. We don't call it rock paper scissors. We call it quartz parchment shears.
Yeah,
that's like the perfect sum up. Like this is what the show is going to be like.
It looks very unique, you know. And it has a very unique soundscape because you have like all the people that are doing the voices are not like these normal cartoon people. You know, J.G. Quintel as Mordecai. Obviously, we'll talk about this more in detail when we get to the regular show episode. But like, it's just fun to have like a little bit of a teaser here. Like the creator himself voicing the main character, William Salyers voicing Rigby. Sam Marin, who is a friend of Quintel, you know, voicing Benson and Pops. Mark Hamill as Skips, you know, like, it's just like, I don't know, it's very, like, it's a cool cast of characters. You can tell that the vibe is, like, way different from some of these other shows.
The other productions. Yeah, I think J.G. Quintel, no matter what show he's working on, has always, there's a vibe in the show where it feels like, I think a lot of times you get caught up in the call of personality when it comes to one creator in a cartoon, but every show he makes somehow feels like a unit made it. Does that make sense? Yeah. Like Close Enough, I felt like that so much. This I felt like it so much. It feels like really is like a team leader, and like you can feel the team in the show, and it's great.
And I think it's just like not just him, but of course like he brings a lot of people from. Yeah. Like a lot of people that would probably worked on him with Flapjack, like went on to do regular show. And then like a lot of the regular show crew moved on to Close Enough. I know Toby talked about that because he worked on regular show pretty late and then had to leave to do OKKO. And then some of his friends who were like continuing to work on regular show, they just like went right. They like stopped regular show and like went straight to Close Enough. And it's like, yeah, that makes sense to me. They just have like such a similar vibe and style, despite like Close Enough being a little bit older, more mature, obviously. But yeah, regular show, I'm excited to get to it. It's not that far off, but it seems like forever away because we got like CN Real and shit to go through and a bunch of other terrible shows to get through. Probably will take until like 2026 for us to get to regular show. And of course, like we also have to do Adventure Time before that. So which I have that's one where I'm like, I don't know how the fuck we're gonna do this. Maybe we do multiple episodes in a row about like Adventure Time. I don't know. We'll have to talk about it.
It feels like that's going to have to be the thing. It's going to have to be like a 3-episode thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, next up, regular show good, is Spleen Stab.
Yeah.
I don't want to say this one was bad, right? But I also don't want to not say it was bad.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's just like not funny. It's just like
no, it's not. Because the joke is like, haha, what if a D&D barbarian was like Christmas elves and like fairies and stuff? And like that's a funny joke for a one-off episode, but it keeps going.
Yeah. It certainly keeps going. That's the problem, is that it's just like, oh, you have one joke and then this is kind of it. Like what if over and over again it's like, here's this guy, he doesn't belong here,
Haha, oh, they do balloon animals and he's got a sword. Isn't that funny? Not this many times. I will say Jeff Bennett as Twinkle the elf.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, really funny.
Yeah,
but that also wore off very quickly.
Yeah, I feel like again, this is something where it's like it's not terrible, but it just doesn't have legs. Like it just like, yeah, you can maybe see it becoming a show, but it's just so like tired and drawn out just by one episode that by the end, that's the thing. Like I remember as a kid watching pilots that weren't picked up. In some of them, I was like, oh man, why wasn't this picked up? But a lot of them, especially like now that we're doing this, I'm realizing a ton of them, I'm just like exhausted by the end of it, where I'm just like, fuck this. I don't want to see any more of this show. And it's just, and it sucks that we had to do double the amount of episodes for this episode to talk about Cartoonstitute than we do for a normal pilot, but whatever. But yeah, it's just like mildly funny, and but it just wears itself out, so gets a pass from me.
Yeah, it's compared in the landscape of how bad some of these are. It's like, it's nothing.
It's fine.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Speaking of nothing.
Yeah, Stock Boys of the Apocalypse. This is one I was kind of disappointed by because I was like, oh, I like the previous Derek Dreiman pilots. How's this one? Not good, unfortunately.
It's doing too much and also nothing. It's doing too much and nothing. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. I think we should have stuck with like the normal Stock Boy setup longer.
Yeah, I think so. And I think that, I don't know, I agree that they kind of like abandoned that too quickly. They threw it into this like kind of weird concept, of, we're in the future or whatever, and the pig is like a muscle like mutant pig guy now, and he's like an asshole. So like, oh, the main character is kind of like reaping what he sowed. Like, I don't know, those elements are kind of funny. But it, like you said, I honestly would have just been fine with a workplace comedy that was just like these like douchebag teenagers. Maybe like an apocalypse happens around them, but they still have to like man this store. Yeah.
But no, they kind of just throw it. It gets like too. I don't know. I think the screwball stuff is just it's not. I don't think a lot of people could do it well, and they keep doing it so often.
And I think like what I just said might have been just what like the execs at Cartoon Network were also thinking, because that's why they picked regular show. Because
true.
they were
That's a
just
good
like,
fucking point.
this is just what we want. It's just like two fucking, 20-year-old dirtbag guys working at a dead-end job and being like, this rules because we don't have to pay rent. And then, like, stupid shit happens because of that. And it's just like, yeah, that's a great premise for a show to, like, string out,
Dude,
for however many seasons.
wow, this is a good premise. We should pick up that other show.
Yeah.
Get this away from me.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, so it's just like, kind of fun. I do like this. Like, had the worst animation of any of the pilots that he did.
But it does have good design.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but the art is really good. So that's what I wanted to. I want to like shout that out. That I still like his. In fact, like the main character kind of reminded me of like from the previous pilot, Danger Planet, the like green haired girl with the hair in front of her eyes. Like, it had the same kind of look, like same face shape, same like hairstyle, whatever. So,
like, you're saying she was clocky, is what you're saying.
Sure. That is not what I'm saying. But
I'm kidding. By the way, at this point, I was like 9 pilots in one night. My batteries were getting low.
Yeah,
My batteries were getting low.
I was kind of feeling that because
I was like,
I was like, yeah, I was just playing video games in the background while watching this, and I actually I was like watching them while I was eating, and then I got so bored with one of them that I had to go take a nap, and then and then like I got up and then. Hold on, what the fuck? Oh, I'm trying to even... Oh, right, yeah. I was like, what the fuck is The Awesome Chronicles of Manny and Khan? Like, I completely forgot about that one.
Yeah.
But it's just like, there's a leprechaun and a giant platypus.
and their I don't know, man.
Yeah, this one sucked. Keith Ferguson was nice to hear in something else. I like him, so...
Yeah, he's a really good voice actor. He's in a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. He's the gay one in Kingdom Hearts.
Marluxia. Okay.
Yeah, he's Marluxia.
Like,
with the scythe.
I was like, who the fuck is he in King? Because of course Blue and Hater are the two voices I think of immediately. So
they should have Hater meet Marluxia in the next Kingdom Hearts because it's Kingdom Hearts and just like have him talk to himself.
Yeah, they just.
But yeah.
But yeah, that's it's whatever. I literally have nothing to say about this other than
it's nothing. Dude,
yeah, it's just such a nothing pilot.
Dude, take the statements you said about the other nothing pilots and insert them here.
Yeah. To the point where I forgot it existed until I was reading its name. I was like, what the fuck is this?
And then, next one I also forgot existed.
Yeah, this one was really bad. The Borneos, where it's like a circus family, like a circus freak family or something, and then they have to like perform. The main kid is like a normal kid, and then like his family is a bunch of weirdos, which we've seen multiple times before as far as cartoon pilots go. But
it literally is just like it's Dee Bradley Baker and like Candy Milo talking to each other. They're like every character in this fucking thing.
Yeah. And then this is just. It's like not fun. I mean, it's a lot of like weird or gross out humor. Again, this feels like this is like way
30 years later.
Yeah, exactly. This is like should have come out in like 1998 or something like that. And even
I
then,
don't
if it
know
was a
how...
pilot, they would have been like, no, pass. No, it's fine.
Like, I don't know how. Like, we said three Dog Band is a little dated, and it is, but it's like 4 years dated.
Yeah.
Some of these other ones are like 15 years dated.
Yeah.
And I don't know why the fuck we're still making them.
Yeah.
Like, are we just not keeping up with trends at all? Like, or like awareness of like what people like?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly, I think that one of the main reasons why they didn't pick up Three Dog Band is just like the whole like, you're like the fact that the main character, or maybe not the main character, but like the lead dog guy is like has a German accent. Maybe that would have put people off because they're like, we can't understand what the fuck he's saying. But like it's something as simple as that, because otherwise it feels like such a huge, like head and shoulders above almost all of these, Then yeah, this one just sucked, and what else is there to say about the Borneos? You know, like it's just
nothing. Again, like thing.
I guess I'm glad that even though we had to watch all this bullshit, some of it we just didn't have to talk that much about because it's just so nothing that we can just kind of move on. Next is Uncle Grandpa. Did you watch that or no? Because I didn't.
No,
so,
me fucking either.
So did neither of us watch Uncle Grandpa? I don't know.
No, I guess we were just like, we got to cover the whole show. I am not doing that early.
Yeah.
You can't make me early.
I didn't even think that for some reason it just completely slipped my mind. I was like, I'm not fucking watching Uncle Grandpa.
A fucking alien shot you with like a memory laser to make you think it's a bad idea to watch it. And dude, I was like literally, I think I was like in a depressive episode. I didn't watch Uncle Grandpa. I was like, that's gonna make it worse.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch Uncle Grandpa and then like lay in traffic. I can't afford to fucking watch this pilot.
Might have been the best pilot of all time. So
this shit was nominated for an Emmy, dude. Fuck off. I hate everything.
2010. Wow. Yeah. It's weird because Uncle Grandpa, like, I think it was like 2015 or something that came out. So
yeah, and I do want to clarify. I don't think Uncle Grandpa is nearly as bad as every other person on the internet makes it out to be.
Sure.
I do want to be very clear. I do, however, think Uncle Grandpa is nothing.
Yeah, I think that it's interesting. It's weird that they're like, this is so good, we have to make this a show like 3 or 4 years later. Like, it's
Good
weird.
morning.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird. And I don't know. I appreciate its existence as far as like, you know, having this.
We need a plate filler, you know?
Right.
Like in every era of cartoons, you need to have something that fills a time spot at least once, you know?
Yeah.
So like I do respect it for there, but I just think like both when people go, Uncle Grandpa is a secret all-timer, or like Uncle Grandpa's the worst cartoon I've ever seen. I said, I think you're both wrong.
Yeah,
I
we're
think
a little
it's
too polarized
nothing.
here. Let's just like, yeah.
This is Time Squad. You guys are being crazy about Time Squad. Like, let's chill out.
Yeah. The like Uncle Grandpa, at least like there were some interesting people who came from Uncle Grandpa to like do
That's true.
other stuff. You know, like that. Like there are some cool shows that came from it, so like I have some respect for it to that degree. I've never seen it. We'll have to wait until we get to that episode, which will be a while.
Dude, I hope we love it. I hope we fucking love it.
Yeah.
I hope we love it, so when Heather's on, they have to defend themselves from disliking it.
Fuck you. We can just be like rabid dogs.
Wrong, bro. Like, fuck you, dude. This shit fucking goes crazy, man. Fucking love Uncle Grandpa. You know what? New character, frat boy who loves Uncle Grandpa. That's my new bit.
Yeah.
Just like,
that's
fucking
good.
love. Dude, Jaeger, Uncle Grandpa, and a woman I won't call tomorrow. That's a fucking evening, dude. Like.
We got a final one is Yes.
No.
James Smith. Yeah, this is.
This was alright.
Yeah.
This was alright. I'm being mean. This is alright. The name is bad. The premise is bad.
Yeah.
The jokes weren't funny, except for like a few.
Yeah, I really don't.
What the fuck was this supposed to be as a full show?
I know.
What was your idea as a full show?
That's my thing is that like, there's just like no hook. There's no like.
There's nothing.
Every single time, I'm just like, why did you make it bad? Like that's what I feel like when I watch pilots
Why did you
that
make
are
it bad?
bad. It's just like, couldn't you have made it good? Like what happened? Why is it not good?
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Just make something good. Art is simple. If you make art, just make it good. You dumb
Yeah,
bitch.
do it good
Like-
next time. Come on.
No, but okay, this one is about, and I want everyone at home to think, what could Yes be about? This was about a mermaid who comes out the water and says, we must tell people yes to their dreams. So a mermaid finds a redneck family and enlists them to help him fulfill the dreams of people.
Yeah.
If you're like, what the fuck does that have to do with the name? I have no idea. But like, one of the things I love about it, and love is subjective, is that the first mission is it's him, the kid, the two parents that seem a little inbred, and the grandma, and they want to help a robot become emo.
Yeah.
That sounds a little funny. It's a little
sure.
funny at times.
Yeah.
I'm as an emo person, it's a little funny, but it's also like, now, what the fuck were you expecting the full show to be?
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. Yeah, it's something that is maybe like mildly funny. Could have been like a webcomic or something. I don't know. The grandma knowing what emo is pretty funny. Like that's like a good joke, but otherwise it's just like another one of these like kind of a shrug of a show. Man, there really wasn't that many. It really was like Three Dog Band, regular show, Danger Planet, a little, like that one wasn't like amazing, but it was like better than fucking most of these.
It was real. It was easy to imagine it being a thing.
Yeah.
Which is I think like it. So we're not at the era of all pilots go up on YouTube. It's pilot season. Yeah. Yay for Cartoon Network. Mm-hmm. But did everyone's brain just turn on? Not to be fucking... I don't want to be cruel. But, like, the pilots that we get later on are just, like, kind of way better. Yeah. And it's not... I have opposite of nostalgia for that. Like, the more recent pilots, I'm like, oh, yeah, a lot of these were really good. I can see a lot of these being picked up. But, like, when we go back, I'm like, wow, there's nothing here. Yeah. The fact that we got any new cartoons at all is a godsend.
Yeah. That just makes me think that, like... maybe there are just a bunch of garbage pilots that are being made by people they just aren't, finished or finalized or aired or whatever. And it's just like and we're just getting like the tip of the iceberg. This is the cream of the crop, and most of them are just like, most of these are the ones that are like passable, and most of the time they're just so unwatchable that like you can't even air them. Apparently there's some rejected or unproduced pilots that I kind of want to like speculate about that are listed on the Wikipedia page. The first one is Dynamite Jones, which I immediately checked to see white guy created it. Luke Cage.
Original picture of BET?
Yeah.
Wait, original picture of BET? This is about to be the most racist fucking thing I've ever seen in your entire life.
Yeah, it's named Dynamite Jones. It's described as a Luke Cage-alike figure tries to fight back crimes with his son. Or get back to fighting crimes with the sun. So yeah, that probably wouldn't have been great. When Nature Calls, a SpongeBob-like show, but with trees, where two dimwits named Woodrow and Mr. Flint, who help Mother Nature set up the Earth each day for humans. That doesn't sound anything like SpongeBob.
I have to say, whenever I see a SpongeBob-like in something, my brain turns off.
Yeah.
It just like it hits a switch, and I go, yeah, this is about to be just annoying. Mm-hmm. They don't know what's made SpongeBob good.
Yeah. Hold on.
Wait, does it say the
Thunderman? Is it related to the Nickelodeon?
Like the live action show?
Yeah, hold on. Is this the same guy, or is this a different guy? I thought that was the sex offender guy that made that show, but
dude, this is a different guy.
Yeah, this is just a different guy who made a show named The Thundermans, but it doesn't have a synopsis. The Sloppy Seconds, also no synopsis.
Yeah, I sure hope fucking not.
Yeah. The brand new Super Crazies, also no synopsis. And then the last one, Star versus the Forces of Evil.
Hello? What the fuck?
A sixth grader that doesn't have any friends gets sent away from the galaxy to Earth to fight the Forces of Evil. Yeah, so it's just Star versus, except for she's a little bit younger.
Yeah.
Honestly, the show probably would have been better if if the characters were like 10 or 11 years old instead of teenagers, so there wouldn't have been like the romantic subplot fucking things up. But,
Or like the, I don't want to get into the discourse. Never mind.
Hold on, please do, because
do you know the dog shitty like Star versus like fan theory that people convinced them of, and when it didn't happen, they went insane?
No, what is it?
They thought Marco was like trans.
Okay, I actually do.
And,
I've seen a lot of fan art of that, but I didn't know that it was like a long-standing. I just remember a lot of people, like, when season 1 was airing or whatever, drawing, like, here's Princess Marco. So
I think, like, while that's whatever, do what you want, right? Mm-hmm. As someone who has a bunch of fucking crazy trans theories for characters.
Right.
I think if we all came together and realized that sometimes putting the boy in a dress is a transphobic joke, we would all find peace, I think, a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe force femming isn't always like a thing that is like, oh yeah, this is trans solidarity, etc.
Yeah. Like if the Rocco's Modern Life guy is doing it, then it is. But if it's anyone else, it's probably not.
And if Mr. Enter's doing it with growing around.
All right, nope. Calling a moratorium on that butt bit.
But yeah, I do like. I mean, Star Force has its problems for sure, but so there's a lot about it that I do like. So it's one of those shows that is more of a it's like a 3 out of 5, you know. But you want to. There's I still have some fond memories of it. So I guess I'm glad it got picked up. I'm a little bit sad that it kind of morphed into something completely different from its initial form. Yeah. It became more of a story-driven kind of teen drama show as it went on.
The Steven Universe effect. Steven
Universe. I guess Adventure Time was the first one to do that because...
Yeah, but I don't want to acknowledge that show.
So we got to do it soon because Steven Universe... Because Adventure Time, they were already doing all the Bubblegum gets turned into a little girl and then she's not anymore, and then there's the Flame Princess and all of that stuff was happening right before Steven Universe. I remember being pissed off at Adventure Time and annoyed and I don't want to watch this anymore by the time in the halfway into season 1 of Steven Universe. It was very early. It was before Lapis Lazuli showed up, so it was very early on in season 1 of Steven Universe.
Remember being when Adventure Time started to let's do hard stories and stuff like that, and I was like, what's gonna happen? Yeah, we decided we're gonna do an arc where Finn is a toxic man, and I'm guys, I don't know. Guys, I'm I don't know. It could we do, and just shot in the dark here, anything else?
Yeah.
Could we do literally anything else?
This is how we're following. Okay, makes sense that all right, the ending of this season leading into the next season is the Lich, this most terrifying villain that they fought, he's back, he's possessed Billy, he's going into the fucking whatever alternate dimension and destroying reality, and you got to stop him. I'm well, this is pretty epic, this is crazy. And then this is around the time that was the last thing that Penn Ward worked on for the show, so I was thinking I was already sort of in a mood after that set of episodes that it's a different show now because he's not working on it. And then it kind of just proved me right because season 5 I feel is where I lost all interest and desire to watch the show. And it just kind of rapidly deteriorated. And I just got so sick of a lot of these things. Like you said, we'll talk about it soon, unfortunately. We gotta talk about it. Not that I'm Adventure Time is bad solely. It's just that it's just so much, and we have to talk about.
Yeah, no, it's just the sheer quantity. It's just no one wants to do that. I do want to talk about the mass hysteria that is happening with humans about that show.
Yeah.
Every few weeks, I see a man who's never been in the same room with a woman that smells like corn chips go, Princess Bubblegum leads Finn on. And I'm no, she never did. I think you are identifying with Finn because you are mentally a 13-year-old who thinks a girl being nice to you means she wants you.
Yeah.
I think you have problems. Listen, Princess Bubblegum is evil. I'll own that, right? But her crimes does not include leading Finn on. She's a huge bitch. I love that about her.
Yeah, complex character, flawed character. We love flawed women.
But we don't gotta make up stuff about her. We don't gotta make up stuff about her. She's like this. Maybe Raggedy Princess makes you a new ham bone. Maybe Raggedy Princess will be your new ham bone. She's a huge bitch. But you don't gotta make up stuff about her. She led on this 13-year-old. She never made that motherfucker think he had a chance.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just delusion from the perspective of Finn. He's just it doesn't really, I guess that's props to Steven Universe for not having fucking, that kind of romance in there.
Yeah, because even though it was all, because Gravity Falls has it all, what was up actually with all the shows were this? Guys, we got to have a delusional child who wants this adult woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's when I knew that Craig McCracken had matured as a creator, when you have like Kid and Joe and Kid Cosmic, and there isn't like he doesn't have a crush on her. He doesn't have a crush on this like adult woman because I'm like that's just like Frankie, you know.
The
Mac.
damage Frankie did to existence. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
this episode kind of went off the rails at the end, but
no,
you know.
but it's still good. I don't know, just something about like Craig McCracken writing the first 10-year-old chaser. All right, all right, that's enough. That's enough.
All right, well,
Frankie's trans, by the way, if you didn't know.
Yes, of course. So we were going to do Star Wars, but we decided to do this first to give us some more time to like mentally prepare and to watch. And
didn't watch it in the week.
Didn't watch a
Nope.
single episode. Even though we took a week break between recording.
We gave ourselves 3 weeks to watch it, and we're like, all right, let's do it. And we still didn't watch a single fucking episode.
So we are still going to have to fucking cram in like 7 seasons, you know, of.
My friend who wants to be on, he's like already doing his rewatch. I'm like, wow, you are more dedicated than us. We're fucking stupid over here.
Yeah, we are.
The buffoons are dumb.
So, who is it? Who's the?
It's my friend Kit, who is like, you know, he's cool. He's like a Star Wars guy.
Cool. I'm so glad that you have all these random friends I've never heard of because they just keep being Cartoon Buffoons guests.
Honestly, listen, that's the thing here, you know?
Yeah. That's just good. Yeah, I had somebody in mind, but unfortunately they were just like, no, busy. So, what you gonna do?
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, but this is the Cartoonstitute. Well, not the show. Our show is Cartoon Buffoons.
Yeah.
But we covered Cartoonstitute. That's kind of confusing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Isn't like the Institute the opposite of Buffoons? Who gives a fuck? We're done.
Yeah, absolutely. We're done with it. Go check out Three Dog Band if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, Three Dog Band's pretty good.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. Maybe check out Danger Planet and nothing else.
Wait,
so
what was the Nickelodeon
short
and like little like cartoon show? What the fuck? Kapow?
Kablam.
Kablam.
Yeah.
We gotta find a way to cover Kablam one day.
Right. I don't know. This one is kind of it's weirdly a mixed bag. We didn't even talk about this. Apparently, Lauren Faust is the one who came up with the name Cartoonstitute. So
that makes sense.
Yeah,
she's cool. She's really cool.
Yeah.
I hope she didn't make anything that had a fan base that made her terrified.
Yeah, I hope 1 year after making this, she didn't create a show that ruined all of internet.
The internet. Yeah, I hope she didn't. I hope she didn't make a show that when you look at the rise of fascism in America, there's a through line you can connect to it.
Exact correlation.
I hope I hope she didn't make a show where like if you look at the Trump presidency, there's a connection to it.
Yeah, and you can look in when you see a right winger, you go into their favorites and you see pregnant Fluttershy images, and you're like, oh yeah, there you go. But anyway, so next is Star Wars. Check that out when we get to it. Morgan, how can we find you on the internet?
What's up? I forgot. Anyway, you can find me at Girl Next Door on Tumblr. I'm over there posting, usually about vampires, the Vampire the Masquerade, Werewolf the Apocalypse, Wraith the Oblivion, Mummy the Mummying, you know, all that stuff. That's what that last one's called, by the way.
Yeah.
You could also find me on Blue Sky, posting about everything, including how much I hate the people that run Blue Sky.
Right.
You gotta hurry up because apparently something bad's gonna happen outside of the convenience store I work at, and we're gonna have to go out there and sell a bunch of products. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I've got some products in the barrel. They're not out yet, but when they are out yet, I'll be talking about them on Buffoons. So you can listen to me at other places if you want to hear me, do things around, I don't know, tabletop RPGs, which is a big part of my life that I never talk about on Buffoons. Wyatt, where can we find you?
On Twitter and Blue Sky, Waz Ranger, WAZP Ranger. It's mostly stream of consciousness stuff, but I do talk about podcasts I'm doing and videos I'm making. Other podcasts besides this one, I do Toku Talkers with my friend Buster, where we just watch all the weekly tokusatsu shows. We had to stop watching Ultraman Omega because it was not good. But we are still watching Kamen Rider Zets and Gozujir, whih is the current Super Sentai show. Zetsu is pretty good so far. Gozuchi is like generally pretty good, but it has had its problems. And then Horror Hole, which I do with Cody. We just recorded Ernest Scared Stupid. And the next one is Night of the Hunter. That's the one that I picked, which is very funny to go from like terrible direct-to-video stupid Cody picked solely because he's horny for Jim Varney. And then
what a fucking sicko. What a sick motherfucker, dude.
He forced me to watch the movie. I mean, Eartha Kitt was in it, which is great. But
yeah, Eartha Kitt's hot. I understand that. Cody's a stone cold pervert. Like, just crazy.
And then, yeah, Night of the Hunter, one of the greatest, most beloved movies of all time. But yeah, so, and then Twitter. Well, I already said that. My Patreon, It's Only Magic. Cool. You get the episodes a week early. You get to listen to the Star Wars episode right now. If you're on YouTube and go check out the Patreon, boom, there's the freaking Star Wars episode. $3. Good time. If you only got $1, that's fine. You get Well Cool Robot, which is me and my friend Wayne going through every single robot in existence. It's like 5 to 10 minute episodes. It's fun. We got to record more. But anyway, that'll do it for this episode. This fucking lightning round of pilots. Join us next time as we tackle the big motherfucker that is Star Wars: The Clone Wars. See you there.
Later.